I mean, that's things really get cranked up. It's almost really the start of the year. Now we got all of our freshmen in. They've reported, and so we'll be hitting it hard. Camps and workouts and official visitors. Those will be the three main ones. They'll keep us pretty busy. So fired up to knock it out of the park in the month of June.
You have a date yet for the start of fall camp? Is that what they said?
Yeah, I think it's August 1st. 95% sure it's August 1st. Seems last year.
You see the players in spring ball, they get May off and they come back, you see all of them again starting soon. Do you have like a wish list of what you hope to see when everyone gets back together?
Yeah, the guys we took the team trip to New York, Washington, D.C., Gettysburg, so, and the Hall of Fame in Cleveland. So we were out, and then they had maybe 10 days, 14 days, some took 3 weeks, but a lot came back and have been working out, getting a head start, getting a jump start on the summer cycle. Everybody seems to be in a good place. They seem regrouped and refreshed, and I think the time off was good for them.
Jim, how do you feel that Marion Walker did over the course of his transition this spring?
Great question. I thought he did really good, really well. Every day was a learning experience for him, and really kind of epitomized better today than yesterday, better today, better tomorrow than today. And Coach Klink's doing a great job with him. So really feel good. Really feel good about how he's coming along.
I think at the beginning of spring you said you looked at him as a starter. Is that still the case going into fall camp?
Yeah. There's a starting corner. There's a starting nickel. Those are all starters. I predicted. Been right before, been wrong before, but yes, we'll see. But I think he's right on track. I'm pleased with how he's playing.
Does this going in this transition from off season to season feel any different than years past? Maybe last year it was the first time you had sort of done it, gone to the Big Ten, reached that college football playoff. Now you've done it again. I wonder, how does that differ from maybe years past, the energy and expectation?
I was really surprised after the 21 season that you feel like, okay, this is as good as it can get, with everybody, players, coaches, staff, everybody pulling the same direction. And then 22, it just there was that cultural momentum that seemed to even, wow, it got even better. And now, kind of saying that to myself, like, that's got to be as good as it could get. But then seeing our players, our staff, our coaches, seems like there's even more cultural momentum, and it's fun to be around.
Have you sensed that in recruiting when you go around to events like this and interact with high school players? Momentum?
Yeah, I think a lot of it, I mean, I don't know if anybody can really, see it unless they're just around, the building. Like when I walk down the staff hallway, Albert Karshner, recruiting coordinator, Scott Goldschmidt, DFO, Dave Abloff, PR, Claiborne Green, academics, Christina DeRuiter, and then others. But I walk down that hall and I want to stop and have a conversation. It's enjoyable with every person. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what, there's an energy there. Then I go down the coaching hallway, and it's the same. Every single coach, everybody's working and fired up. It's these spirited football discussions, and you want to stop and have one with everybody. There's nobody that doesn't have a smile on their face or engaged in some kind of football discussion. The weight room is it's it's the best. Coach Herb and his staff. I love going down there, and just something new. He's going to tell me about something that the staff has come up with. Tried this piece of equipment, you know. They show me what it is, and it's just an unbelievable energy there. Center of player development. Just hard to describe unless you kind of walk through there. And then on the field, with the players. What do we got today, Coach? Practice yesterday was banging. We're gonna do that again? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We got a little more opportunity. We're gonna do a little bit of this. Oh, good. It's just never where I get, oh, Coach, why are we gonna do this? Why are we doing this again? What is this, Coach? Just guys, on the balls of their feet. I mean, just ready to attack and with tremendous enthusiasm. And that's it's fun. It's a fun place to be. I enjoy the heck out of it every day.
And all those guys, like 7 guys coming back who were drafted, does that sort of exemplify that culture that you're sort of talking about? A lot of guys who they thought couldn't be drafted.
Yeah, it's truly amazing. I mean, I think we got good. We don't have any bad guys. There's no bad guys that are in the person. There's no bad person. Players, coaches, or the staff, and especially the players. I mean, there's good guys, there's elite, great guys, there's guys that are good guys that are learning, from the other guys. You got the Heisman habits guys, great guys. But there's no bad guys. Either that or they're impeccable with their timing. Because every time I look at them, they're doing right. Every time I, check the class, attendance. I mean, they're do-right guys, and I think that like what I was telling the youngsters here today. I mean, I think a lot of our guys have looked at watched Hassan Haskins come through, watched Aiden Hutchinson, evaluated him, emulated him, and then try to go make him proud. See that with. Blake Corum. I mean, just get in Blake Corum's pocket, do what he does, and so many guys like that. So it's there's momentum there. There's a real cultural momentum that's taking place.
Speaking of culture, Blake Corum had said on the podcast that you had told him to go to the NFL, and it was probably his time, and yet he came back. How much does that say for the culture, and how surprised were you that he made the decision to return?
Yeah, that was my opinion, but he wanted to have a full off season where he could train and prepare, and be at his best when he went to a combine and can, bring his best to a team. I mean, that's who he is, and I was quick to say, hey, I support that as well. But when you know him, I mean, it clicks immediately. I mean, that's who he is. He's been a guy that knocking on the door of the weight room at 6 a.m. Hey, we can't let you in until 6. And he's maniacal in his preparation and his training. He's just on everything and every detail. And I think this really gave him an opportunity to take his time and really get right. And he's one of those guys that's so, in terms of character and just who he is as a teammate, that it's up there with the elite greats. It's awesome.
JJ added the 10 pounds to spring ball. How much do you think that would help him? Did you want him to add some weight?
Yeah, it's I've noticed it just Mother Nature maturing. I mean, when you look at his face, there's just less baby fat, and I think he got his man year. Like that some often do it. 18, 19 years old. You remember that he's a very young guy. But his face is just more mature. It's like the baby fat's gone, and he's just it's been natural. It hasn't like because he was bulking up in the gym or anything like that.
But does it help?
And he had a great spring. He had a tremendous spring. I think that everything that he does, I mean, he truly is. He epitomizes better today than yesterday, better tomorrow than today, as anybody I've ever been around. It's going good. It's going good. How much did you guys get a chance to watch any of the spring?
Spring
Game. Okay, spring. You didn't see spring
I'd love
practice.
more, yeah.
I'd love to watch spring
Okay.
practice. You want us there?
Okay, I don't have any videotape to show you, but he had a magnificent spring.
You want to do maybe like once a week?
player.
We'll come to practice. Make it a thing.
What's
I can
the
trust
next?
you wouldn't tell those other coaches. That, yeah, maybe.
What's the next step for him in his game? Obviously, he's shown that he can lead a championship team. I guess what are you looking for him to make a next step in?
That's the thing, you think that quarterbacks can always there's always things to be working on, right? The one he's got is the willingness to do anything for anybody on the team. I look at the great quarterbacks like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, and I'm not with them every day, but I mean you could tell just looking at how they play the game and what they say, especially about their teammates. There's a willingness there to do, and that's a secret sauce in a quarterback. I mean, you could have all the different attributes, which Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen do, and so does JJ. But they also got that willingness to do anything for their teammates, and because of that, their teammates and their coaches, like me, I mean, would follow him anywhere. And I recommend that anybody on the team follow JJ anywhere that he's leading.
Speaking of Blake, are you curious to see how he rebounds from the injury?
Yeah, he's been moving around and running, and it's all been in conjunction with the doctors. He's been he's very coachable as a patient, as he is as a football player, and he's getting his conditioning back. It's much better now than it was a month ago. So he's still got 2 months, and these are the two most important months. So I anticipate that he's going to be even stronger and faster and better than he was before.
With him back and Donovan back, you saw what he used to do at the end of last year. How do you manage using both of those two on the field during the game?
Really touches, just it's important that that our playmakers, get touches, and we've got a lot of them. So, just I really want to manage that on a game by game basis. I mean, between Donovan and Blake, I haven't settled on the exact number, but it's going to be maybe 9 or 10 each. I don't want to wear them out either, But Cornelius Johnson, I mean, he got to get 6 targets a game. Roman Wilson, Colston Loveland, somewhere between 6 and 8. We'll see. Some of the young receivers are going to emerge too. I start naming names and then I leave out one, but there'll be another back in there that gets some touches as well. But and I think it makes it just more of a harder offense to stop too when we're just really focused on those guys who are all going to get dispersed. Everybody eats, as the young people like to say. Is the plan we are formulating.
Been talking a lot about the positive momentum, and I think pretty much every college in the country except maybe one might want to be where you are, but not everything has gone perfectly this offseason. I know Shem Beckler was brought on briefly. Could you maybe just walk us through how did he get brought on? How did the departure go? Your role in that?
Yeah, once became aware of things that were just offensive to me, offensive to other members of our team, we didn't want that mindset around. It's disappointing. You know, that's known Jim for a long time, but there's no sacred cows. I mean, it's not who we are. It's not us.
Does that change how you vet candidates going forward? Like, do you have someone designated to go through social media?
Yeah, we've had that. You know, I mean, I read the report myself. We have a company that vets that. Social media came back. Oh, very good. Okay. We got a new company doing that, but yeah, we gotta be better, and I'll take responsibility for that. It's not. That should have been. If somebody, you know, can find that in a day, then we have to be able to be on it ourselves.
Still gonna work.
Sometimes you got to do stuff yourself.
Are you still
you
gonna
know?
work with that company?
No,
after
no.
that?
There's already a new one.
Just in a similar vein, did you guys go to the Zuckerman Holocaust? Did you do the trip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed the didn't go to that. How did it come back? Did you think it was impactful? Or?
Yeah, very impactful. I mean, it's like anything. I mean, there's so much to learn, and you know, those that want to learn, and that was really impactful, and an insight on history. You're gonna learn more than you knew before. I recommend that visit.
Did it have the what you hoped it would have for Donovan to get from the tour?
I mean, he keeps singling. It was for all of us. We all had. I felt we all benefited greatly.
But it was Acker's response to
Jordan did a great job. Jordan was he was amazing. You know, and really also, I mean, understanding. You know that people don't know until they know. You know, and you know, so I applaud him for suggesting it, for hosting us, and you know, and teaching us all. You know, and because we care about you know, our fellow man, and we don't want to do anything that's you know, that's offensive to anybody. We're for everybody.
When did you guys go?
April 20th? I can't remember the exact date.
In April.
Yeah, mid-April.
Speaking of Donovan, do you expect to see him playing a bigger role in the receiving game? I mean, you're talking about touches. But
Yeah. Now his touches, yeah. I mean, his touches could come as we could hand him the ball off. We could toss it to him. We could throw it to him. But, you know, he's definitely somebody that we got to get the ball to. He's got to eat. You know. Because it makes us better. It makes us more dangerous. You know, that's hard for the defense to defend. You know, that many playmakers, and then JJ. I mean, there's somebody who's going to handle the ball, you know, every down, and there's other guys too. So a creative way to get all those people the ball, and something we're gonna have you know, be good at game planning for, and holding ourselves accountable to it too. I mean, I'm already thinking of after game one Sunday, get together, and like I want to be able to say that each one of those guys had that many targets or had that many touches.
Do you ever get concerned about Sharon coaching offensive line, calling play? I mean, there's a lot on his plate now, and obviously devising this offense with your staff.
I have total trust in the coaching staff that we have. I'll make a bold statement right now. About a bold statement. Sometimes you like bold statements, but every one of our assistant coaches will be a head coach, and I would even say probably 4 after this season. I mean, the talent, the coaching acumen and talent is man, is really good. Yeah. So yeah, I don't put any limitations on Sharon Moore. He's so good. He's so good.
So who are the four? Sharon, Jesse.
Yeah, I don't want to say
Jay.
admittedly. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I said at least four.
You
At
did.
least,
Say
I think that's what. Mark my words and mark them well.
When you hired Sharon, I think it was 18, did you ever think you'd get to this point where you'd be this good?
I mean, you don't know. I mean, you plant those seeds, and you don't know which ones are gonna be the ones that grow. You know, but he's knocked it out of the park at every step. You know, checked every box. You know, players love him, respected by all, and it motivates me, and I know the other coaches too. I mean, when they're all so good, I mean, you wake up in the morning, it just gets you out of bed. Like, I gotta get ready. I gotta bring the A game, like, to be able to contribute, you know, something good and positive to this football team when there's that many other good coaches in the room. It's inspiring. You know? Makes you, it challenges you to compete, to be a better version of yourself. And I see that taking place amongst the entire staff. I know I'm not the only one that feels that way and is challenged and motivated that way.
How different will the offense look with Sharon? I mean, you're talking about limiting touches for the running backs. JJ's now in his third year. Does that mean you see more of JJ in more of an aerial game plan too?
What I said that we're going to limit what?
Well, you were talking not limited, but you were talking about the number of touches. For
I see this offense being a 50-50 run pass. We'll see. You see how the games go. You see how the season goes. But I bet when it's all said and done at the end of the season, it'll be pretty darn close to 50-50. The amount of times we throw it, the amount of times we run it.
what was it last year?
Like 60, 60-40. Yeah.
And you feel
My best guess.
your best guess.
Yeah.
You're making a lot of bold statements. So let's keep going. Your best guess, who starts opposite Will, the corner?
I don't know. Same thing. You know, you plant seeds, and in the summer, see which ones develop. I think we're going to have quite a few guys with the best, you know, license and ability to do that. We'll see. That's always a good thing, you know. By your talent and your effort, you will be known. A lot can happen over the summer. There's a lot that can happen from spring practice to the start of training camp. Where it left in spring ball, I was pretty darn pleased that it could be some of the best corners we've had. You know, two of the best corners we've ever had. We'll see how it goes the rest of the summer and in training camp.
And the transfer offensive linemen are good. They were dinged up in spring, so or maybe they had surgery.
Yeah, they're healthy. And as I said, we got a big group of freshmen that reported to us on Tuesday night. It was one of the funnest. It's one of the funnest times. Your team is just totally different than it was 3 months before. Yeah, when they all show up and you know, many of those that weren't in spring practice, some of the linemen that transferred, and others, and all of a sudden you're looking at this bigger, better team than you had 2-3 months ago. So pretty darn excited. All right, thanks.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.